The Unyielding Warrior Hiroo Onoda's 30-Year War. War can change a man's life forever, but what if that war never ended? For one man. This is the story of Hiroo Onoda, the soldier who fought on for nearly 3 decades after World War II ended. In December 1944, Hiroo Onoda, an Imperial Japanese Army intelligence officer, was sent to Lubang Island in the Philippines. His orders were clear: disrupt enemy operations, destroy infrastructure, and never surrender, no matter what.
Hold your ground, Onoda. Even if it takes years, decades, Japan will return for you.
These words became Onoda's creed, binding him to a war that would outlast its official conclusion. Even as Allied forces reclaimed the Philippines, Onoda and a small group of soldiers retreated into the jungle, refusing to believe Japan had surrendered. For them, every airplane flying overhead was an enemy scout. Every voice from the nearby villages was a threat. Leaflets announcing Japan's surrender were dismissed as enemy propaganda. Onoda's distrust of anything outside his small unit kept them isolated, fueling their belief that the war raged on. For 29 years, Onoda survived off the land. He hunted cattle, raided village supplies, and lived by the guerrilla warfare tactics he was trained in. But survival came at a cost. One by one, Onoda's comrades either died or surrendered. By 1972, he was the last man standing, still convinced that reinforcements would arrive. Enter Norio Suzuki, a young explorer who set out on a unique quest to find the elusive Hiroo Onoda. Against all odds, Suzuki succeeded, and his first words to the soldier became legendary.
Onoda-san, the war is over. It ended 29 years ago.
Despite Suzuki's pleas, Onoda refused to believe him. He would only surrender if ordered to do so by his commanding officer. Remarkably, Suzuki located Major Taniguchi, who agreed to travel to Lubang Island to formally relieve Onoda of his duty. On March 9, 1974, Hiroo Onoda emerged from the jungle, dressed in his worn uniform and carrying his still-functioning rifle. Onoda saluted his commander and handed over his weapon. After 29 years, he had finally accepted that the war was over. Returning to Japan, Onoda was both celebrated as a hero and questioned for his actions. For him, the modern world was unrecognizable, a Japan transformed by peace and prosperity. Unable to adjust to this new Japan, Onoda chose a quieter path, spending much of his life in Brazil before eventually returning to his homeland to teach survival skills to the next generation. Hiroo Onoda's story is one of duty, loyalty, and the human spirit's resilience. It's a tale that raises questions about the cost of unwavering commitment and the true meaning of surrender. What would you have done in Onoda's place? Let us know in the comments below. This has been the Hidden Depths channel. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more untold tales of history.